And since you mentioned vector, I wanted to talk about, I saw that this summer Valkey released something called Valkey Search, which is sort of similar in capabilities to vector search. So for new engineers that might not have used these tools before, can you describe what vector is and how Valkey Search can help improve their work?
Yeah, excellent. So first, let's take a step back and to understand what a vector is, right? So vector is a numerical representation of the data. So what that means that you have um, like an image or audio or video or text. And like if you have a PDF, right, it's just words, right? Random characters all over the place that don't follow a certain structure. So you need to take that unstructured data and convert it to numerical values. So that's what the vector is. Like essentially you are able to provide a set of the dimensions, right? You can say, for example, 384 or even 1500 different dimensions on what the data it has a numerical value representation. So you take that, and what vector search allows you to do is to try to find similar patterns. For example, in the case of music, let's say you someone like symphonic metal and or something like that, right? And then you also kind of like Taylor Swift, right? So they could be like completely distant, and you're like, what's that, right? Like, well, like what's the next song that I'm gonna show you? We're gonna be whether something that is like very similar to symphonic metal or something very pop. But then you can find somewhere in the middle where like, oh, here's a Swedish band that it's like metal, but it's also like pop, right? So you have like Ghost. So it's kind of in the middle and something that you probably are gonna really like because it kind of tailors to your likeness or taste.